Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Boise State Esports Arena. My name is Bryce. I am going to be your host for tonight, and I am joined by a very special guest. I'm joined by Sarge from Battlespace. They are in here tonight, and they are looking to have some of the Air Force members take on our Boise State players in Madden College Football 2026. So, Sarge, we are looking at a lot of different players tonight. We got a lot of stuff going on. And football is a lot of back and forth. Offense really does mean a lot, but there's a very good saying that goes around, and that's that defense is the best offense. How much do you think that is going to play into what goes on here tonight?
It really comes down to the defense's ability to read the offense and know if they want to go into a zone or a man coverage. They really have to shore up the outside by spying two safeties in a cover two over so they don't get burned over the top.
Yeah, I think it sounds great. We had a tournament in here, I think, 2 weeks ago for Boise State with a bunch of players coming in for college football. And let's just say defense played a pretty big part in a lot of the reason why these people lost.
If you can disrupt the quarterback, that's the game right there.
Yeah, as long as you can get to the quarterback. I mean, make sure you're not the Cincinnati Bengals and just let Joe Burrow get tackled over and over again. I'm not a big football guy, but I do know what a bad play is when I see it. So I do think that you have a really good point. And you know what? Speaking of really good points to bring up during the game, let's move into Doc's keys to the game. Doc's keys to the game in College Football 26 is that every play has a counter, make critical adjustments, don't throw across the body, and make sure every play is a dagger to the heart. We would also like to give a quick shout out to our sponsors at ICCU. Thanks to ICCU for their continued support of Boise State Esports. Thanks to ICCU, Boise State Esports has had multiple national championship titles and piled up over 1,500 wins over the past few years. If you want more information or just want a nice bank to go with, make sure to check out ICCU at iccu.com.
Look for the green Jeeps.
Yeah, look for the green Jeeps. They are very noticeable. And I mean, it's a great color to have. I mean, you got DL11s. I personally think the DL11s, they're pretty good, but they kind of blend in. ICCU being super green, and they are great. And here we go into the first game. It'll be the Broncos versus Air Force. Something to note about the format is that it will be 4-minute quarters and no home stadium advantage to give all players around the same level of keep it fair for all the players.
Looks like we're picking up action here in the second quarter. Boise State on offense versus Air Force. Austin is going to be playing for Air Force for Battlespace. Boise State up with a long run. We got to shore up those corners, Air Force. So what they did right there is they pulled the players in, and then they ran a sweep to the outside so that they didn't have to go around the down lineman.
Yeah, sometimes it's just finding your way around things, finding a good way to get to.
R1
look at that. Circle is all completely open.
R1 is wide open.
Yeah.
That could be an interception.
Ooh.
Did he get it?
No, it was dropped.
Yeah, R1 was more open.
Yeah, R1 was, I mean, that circle was pretty open there for a while, just not quite as deep as R1.
Well, you got to release that a little bit earlier, because if the players have time to stop and turn around for it, that's when the defense can engage and knock the ball loose.
Yeah, and he's really lucky he didn't throw that interception like you were saying, but a nice pass over to the right is going to take him to that first down right on the side.
Yep, that screen is working good. If I were Air Force, I would look to a cover 2 to shore up those edges. That looks like their weak spot right now. They need to maybe go into maybe a dime or a 3-4 and widen out their perimeter. BSU is just taking the perimeter like a madman. Yeah, now, as I say this, they're going to throw it right across the middle.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at their stances right now. They're not really braced for the pass. I mean, kind of, but not really. Look at that triangle all the way open. Same with the right bumper.
Give them 5 yards.
Give them 5. Actually, give them 6, and that'll be one step closer to a first down.
Well, Air Force has to play a bend-don't-break defense. They have to hold them to 3, and they have to get 7 on their side.
Oh, once again, completely open with the quarterback, free to rush it down. Gets blocked off the sideline. Another first down, brings first and goal.
You know, I'm just going to say, if a quarterback steps out of bounds, I really question their intestinal fortitude. He should have just taken the hit and gone through.
Yeah, make like Tua. What's a little bit of
what's a concussion?
What's a concussion or two? I mean,
oh boy,
that's why you have multiple.
There you go.
There's the interception. All the way to the 30.
Boom! Wow! What did I tell you about the cover 2 defense? When you leave someone on the side, when you leave your 2 players on the outside to shore up that perimeter, you're going to get the interceptions, especially if the quarterback looks to the side first and not downfield first.
Especially because it happened 4 or 5 times beforehand. It allowed Air Force to really say they're going to keep doing this unless we stop them, and that's going to be a wake-up call for Boise
Here comes
State.
a blitz.
Quarterback's
going to take off. Oh, no. Ooh, nice play.
That was a good one.
Needs to lead him just a little bit more on that one, just a little bit more of a lead, and that would have been good. It's hard to throw on the run like that, especially for Air Force. We're not known for multitasking.
Hey, sometimes all you need to do is keep
catch.
Going at it. And, hey, it didn't work for him the first time. Sure worked the second time.
Big third down here. Big third down here.
Yeah, you got to get this one in at least a little bit closer. You're not quite in punt range. You need to, or you're not quite field goal range.
Yeah,
You just got to get it forward. Running around.
Oh, boy.
Completely open around the left side. He's going to take it all the way to the 40.
Again, why do you go out of bounds? Get more yards, people. They're fake people. They can't really get hurt.
They can't get hurt, but I mean, the fake people cannot get hurt, but the prides of the real people might get hurt. So you gotta play safer for that. Once again, passing it over to the side, stopped by the Broncos for a no-yard gain. I do find it really fun just watching them try and figure out what they're going to do. I mean, you can see each player choosing what they want, but you really have no idea what they're going to do until they actually line up on the field.
Well, the pregame chess match is a lot. I'm surprised we're not seeing a lot more motion to delineate between man and zone offense, but looks like BSU is stacking the run right now. They're going to hold the quarterback in the pocket with this one.
And judging by what they've been doing, they kind of need to keep doing this. Tackle down and 3rd and 9.
Yeah,
1 yard
just
gain,
ran into a big hole.
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, he ran into the opposite of a hole, a wall.
ran teeth first into a brick wall.
So they're running a 4-4 defense right now, or a nickel. Looks like, ooh, boy.
Once again, completely open.
Way to move
On
the
to the
defense. So what he did is he moved the defense out to make him think like he was a threat. That caused the defensive player to come down 2 yards, which opened the square open. That's some great movement by the quarterback to run a player open.
Yeah, we've been seeing some really good plays out of Air Force just trying to keep those pockets open. Gradually making slow and steady progress, looking to pass it out, but a sack is going to force him down.
I think that was a failed RPO. I don't think he was able to give that off.
Yeah, just not quite enough time. A little bit too many people stacked on.
Minute 10 left. Got to start thinking about using timeouts and keeping the clock going.
Yeah, if you're Boise State, this is the position you want to be in. Start the quarter 7-0. Just got to keep them there, but another sack is going to bring them down.
Yeah, they got to get out of that RPO stuff. Someone stopped the clock. I don't know who was the timeout. Timeout Boise State. Looking to get the ball back. That's a good timeout on their place. Boise State again stacking the box, looking to get beat over the middle is what's happening, and there it is right there.
Oh, he's going to get it.
Told ya.
That's a touchdown to end off the second quarter.
Told ya. Look, I'm not Tony Romo, but I've seen football once or twice.
Hey, I mean, if it works, it works. There's a reason the tortoise beat the hare. If you can consistently get those yards, consistently get those first downs, you can keep capitalizing on mistakes, it allows you to just get so much done. And the easiest kick you'll ever get.
And with that, the Air Force has tied it up with a minute left. Can BSU answer with a minute left? They're going to have to go into their hurry-up offense. Air Force has to worry about playing defense. You know the old saying about prevent defense. Prevent defense does one thing, prevents you from winning.
Yeah, but looks like Boise State's going to try and run it instead of taking the touchback. Not as far as they probably want it to be, but still fairly close to where they would have gotten it.
Is the college rule 35 or 25?
I believe it's 25, if I remember right. It's 25 or 30.
About 2 yards short if it's a 25. Handoff. Oh,
taking it around the left side.
Yep.
And
look, Air Force has got to clamp out that perimeter. Like I said in pregame, the perimeter is going to be the spot that that Boise State is going to beat. They've got fast offensive linemen, and they've got a weapon in the backfield with Sherrod.
Yeah, both teams really seem to be struggling with those sides, just not being able to cue them up.
Look,
looks
screen
like a pass.
right there. See?
Yeah.
What I tell you, outside screen.
What was that? It looked like he tried to jump over a guy standing straight up.
Look, hopscotch is legal in football, buddy.
Hey, I mean, I've seen the tush push enough to to see that's true.
That looked more like the tush bounce.
Yeah.
All right, look at X. Look at X.
Oh, no. To RB.
Keep it nice and short. That's good, though. You don't got to get it all in one play, and they still have No, Boise State is out of timeout, so let's see how they handle the hurry-up offense. 30 seconds left. They've got 45 yards to go, 47 yards to go.
Yeah, more than doable as long as they are keeping their guys open.
25 seconds left. Little pre-snap. X is going to be open. And no, he's trying to get it all in one play now. Oh! Was he in front of the line? Can we get a challenge on that? I feel like he stepped in front of the line.
Yeah,
Can we throw the flag? That he looked like he was in front of the line of scrimmage, folks.
I think that was actually a roughing the passer. I think there was a rough in the.
That's a little bit of home flag there, refs. Get the flag out of your pocket, yeah?
Yeah, all the way over to the right. It's going to be fair.
All right,
actually.
2 seconds left. We got a Hail Mary status here, or is Boise State going to kick the 46-yard field goal? Let's go
It's
save.
going to be a field goal.
They got to angle it. Wow, Boise State's kicker is nervous.
He's very nervous. Can he
Nice
make
shot.
it in? That'll be right between the posts.
Let's see
What a
upright.
Good field goal.
All right, so for the halftime show, we're going to have the Air Force Band, and they're done. Okay, next play.
Oh, man. Too bad we had to skip out on that one. Commercial breaks had to go somewhere.
Who is receiving this out here? Do we know who's receiving? Austin, are you receiving? I don't know. All right. Someone's getting it, and someone's going to receive it.
I believe that it is Air Force that will be starting with the ball. It will
Nope,
be that.
Boise
no,
State.
Boise State will.
Boise State looking to capitalize on their 3 points at the end of half.
Yeah, they get a touchdown here, and that puts them in a really safe spot. They can give up a touchdown and still be up 3 points as long as they play it smart. Taking a run right up the center. Not quite as many yards as the last time, but still putting yourself right next to the 20 isn't a bad spot to be.
The thing is if you don't run it, you can't get more than 25 yards.
That is true.
Dot. So you got if you think you're going to get to the 25 or the 23 every time, 2 yards ain't that much.
That is that you do have a good point there, but I would say I'd take the 25 100%
over the 19. Yeah.
I mean, you might get the 35 every now and again,
Ooh,
but it's probably not super consistent. But a 1 yard gain is still a gain. What will they do? Are they going to keep doing the same thing over and over
I think
again?
right now what BSU needs to do is just pound the rock. Pound the rock, take the time. They're getting 2 to 3 yards, 2 to 5 yards a carry. If they do that every play from now on, they'll score another 14 points easy.
Yeah, and plus padding out the clock too, not letting Air Force really get any time to work with because now they're.
But
now
this is where they have to stay out of. Third and long is where they have to stay out of because a lot of those short dumps off to the side, those aren't going to get you 10 yards on third down.
Nope, you need to make something happen here. You got to get a good
triangle.
Throw. Triangle's completely open, running over to the right. But the sack is
Air
going to
Force. Now, no sack, but Air Force definitely got in there and disrupted the play. That was great. We're looking to see what is BSU. BSU is going for it on 4th and 10.
Yeah, fourth and 19. I'm not sure that's the best.
No,
play.
4th and 10. 4th and 10.
Oh, 4th and 10.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
and wide open. Wide open. Wide open.
Yep, sometimes that's all you need. I was misreading that wrong. I was
when you
like
run,
10-yard, or I was thinking 4th and 19-yard line, but 19 yards would not.
The thing about running
great.
cover 2 against trips is you're in zone, and when you have trips on one side and trips on the other, it can confuse the zone. Air Force might look to go more to a man coverage at this point.
Interception in the end zone.
Air Force with the interception.
What an interception on a Hail Mary play. That's got to be our unbottled play of the game. Today's stream is brought to you in part by local dairy farmers and the dairy protein that we produce. Thanks to them, Boise State Esports has had access to our next level fueling options that keep our players playing at their peak. Unbottled, dairy protein that powers your performance. Visit unbottled.com for more info.
And don't forget, perform, refuel, recover, repeat.
Just like this guy did, and that's going to bring him all the way to the 50, to the 45.
Perform, perform, perform. That's what we're talking about. We're in step 1. I don't think they need to refuel because these guys aren't real, but let's just keep repeating this play, Air Force. Looking like they're stacking the box again. Perfect time for some play action. If he can get it out of his hand.
And
try square. Oh, no! Hey, look, man, that was an impressive play for the quarterback just to get that off.
Yeah, I'm surprised he got it out of his hands in the first place, considering how many defenders were on him.
There were some footsteps there. All right, 2nd down and 10 with the run, and Boise State
is going to get the sack.
Yeah, the guard just came right off the block. Back spasms. I've been there.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm old.
I do know what you mean. I probably don't suffer from them as much, but I have. Ugh. I'm only 19 and I'm feeling it.
Oh, I'm basically a Terminator at this point.
Oh, no, quarterback. You got to get that out of your hand.
Yeah.
Taken from behind. Number 95 is going to get another sack.
At this point, you just got to throw it away. R2 will throw it away, I believe. You just throw it to R2-D2 and just call it a day because, yeah, when you're running around that much, it's
looks like a hard kick off to the left,
kick.
looking to get that back.
BSU is going to have smoking field position here. What are we looking at?
Yeah, almost to the 45-yard line.
Yep, 45-yard line.
Great spot to be. Not if you're Air Force. Unfortunately for them, their plan did not quite go.
So how is BSU going to respond with Air Force taking away the sides like they have? Is BSU going to attempt to throw it over the middle, or are they going to keep pounding the rock?
Nope.
And they're pounding the rock again. 1 yard loss.
Yeah, that's the hard thing. Sometimes the rock chips instead of the anvil, and that's not quite what you need. Lining up, 2nd and 11. How are they going to approach this?
So they've got one wide white with 2 safeties covering over the top.
Oh, he dropped it. Oh, man.
Right, so here we go.
Potato.
This is a difficult one to defend because if you go to block the screen with the cover 2, you're leaving the middle of the field wide open for your slot receiver, especially when they're running trips on that side. This is going to be a difficult play to defend right here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how either team goes against
X
this.
is going to come across the middle short, which leaves
running the play clock
which leaves triangle out wide, and then there's O wide open. See, look at that.
Yep, O's wide open.
There he goes. No coverage on
it.
O. See, no one picked him up. That's what
but it's just a little bit too far.
Wow. But did you see how O did that hold and then release, right? That double move, which was able to pull the defense back, and he was able to slide into the spot in that zone, the soft spot in the zone.
And just run right in front of him. Looks like
nice
it's going to be another interception by Air Force.
Jumped that route.
Man, Air Force defense is catching better than their offense.
BSU is trying to get it all in one play here. Next time, they'd be more apt to just punt the ball away rather than look, no one's going to say that Mac Maddox is going to, or whatever his name is going to be getting the Heisman anytime soon, but they're not doing him any favors putting him down at 4th and 10 and expecting him to make something happen.
Yeah, not much, very many. I don't even think many Heisman receivers would be able to do that. That's just not a place that you want to be in, but here's a spot you do. Falcons looking for a good spot. Throwing to the right over. That's going to get him a first down right there in Boise State's 27-yard line.
Solid play action, which brought the linebackers up, which opened the inside route, which is perfect. That's just what you want. Clears the linebackers out, and you just bring someone, dump it over the top of the line. When you have a taller quarterback like Air Force does, that's a little bit easier to do. When you got a small person like Russell Wilson or something like that, you can't really do that.
Yeah, looking for a way around, not really finding anything.
No, Air Force is doing great right now. They're taking 2 yards in a cloud of dirt and then making the big plays when they need to.
Yeah, I mean, how many times have Boise State actually turned over the ball?
I think they're down 3 turnovers now.
Yeah, that is a lot more than I would have expected.
This is huge. 3rd and 5 is Air Force going to let it roll down to the 4th quarter. They're going to try and snap another play. Let's see what happens here. We've got about a 6-second words are hard. A 6-second difference between the play clock. Maybe they'll try and draw them off sides. There's a lot they can do right here. They could try and draw them off sides. They could bluff the play. They could take this down. They don't even have to run a play, and they decided to run the worst possible play they could.
They decide to get sacked. They want a challenge. They want that 4th and 12. They're looking for a good way to do things. Plus, they know if it goes over to Boise State, it's just going to get intercepted anyway.
Look, Air Force needs to just kick the field goal, get their 3 points, and let the defense back on the field. Boise State's smoking it in passing yards, which is great and everything, but if every passing yard ends after 3 plays and an interception, that's great. That's the key to this game is your turnovers. Air Force just needs to take the easy points, get off the field, and let their defense do what they've been doing all day.
Yeah, starting off first quarter with...
Oh, no!
Oh, just a bit short. That's a heartbreaker.
Man, and not only that, but it gives Air Force pretty decent field position gives Boise State pretty decent field position at their 29.
Yeah, trying to get things
Run off
up.
the just missed the dive.
Through, dodging the defenders. He is completely open, and he trips.
No, he did not trip. He made the smart play. He went down so he could run the clock more.
Actually,
he's trying to take Every time he goes down, he can take 35 seconds off the clock, 35 seconds off the clock. BSU has 3 timeouts. They can stop the clock 4 times with the 2-minute conversion. But BSU is playing the long game and trying to take some time off the clock.
You know what? You actually make a really good point there. I didn't even think about running the play clock. That's some high-level thinking right here. Trying to run it in again is going to be a gain of 3 for 2nd and 7.
I don't picture BSU putting the ball in the air much at this point in time. If they do, it'll be out of a play action. Oh, they're running a wildcat right now. That's interesting. Let's see if Sherrard can throw.
What's he gonna do?
Off
to the left. Oh, completely jukes him out.
Oh, that would have been good. 1st and goal. Looking like BSU is going to take this down to the 2-minute warning. Air Force. Yeah, Air Force should have taken a timeout there.
Yeah, that might have been the straw that breaks the camel's back, not taking the timeout.
Well, if BSU scores here, it's a done day. It's a done deal. There's no 14-point score. This isn't rock and jock.
No 14-point conversion, unfortunately.
So it looks like BSU's going with the RPO, and they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine with doing some RPO and maybe trying to get a pat. Ooh, almost offsides by Air Force.
Running around trying to get things done.
Boom, got him. Call a timeout, Air Force. Air Force, call a timeout.
And
there you
timeout.
go.
They got 2 more to work with. They do have quite a bit of stuff. They do have a lot of resources in their tool belt. They just got to stop Boise State from doing anything. But
if it's not a complete pass, Air Force needs to use their timeouts immediately if it's not a completed pass or an incomplete pass. And this is a throwing down. 3rd and goal. This is the ball game right here, basically, folks. This is it. If they can stop them.
Yeah, this is for all of the marbles right now. If Air Force manages to stop Boise State, they actually still have quite a good chance. They just need a touchdown. But if a touchdown goes through, falling over, it is going to be a touchdown.
Okay, all right. That was crazy. BSU,
Well, it looks like Air Force is going to be a little bit in the hole. Looks like a 2-point conversion is actually going to be played. Passing it over to the square, that's going to be a 2-point. 18 points to 7. And I think it's fairly safe to say that the ball game is going to go to Boise State. Air Force can't really make up that big a differential.
So what you have to do here is you have to do a quick strike. You need to get the ball down the field as quick as you can, kick a field goal if you can to get it to 10, and then go for an onside kick and try and get it back. If you can get the touchdown, fine. But if you get in field goal range, you need to put it up. You have to do 2 scores, either a touchdown and a field goal or a field goal and a touchdown. The key point is that there has to be an onside recovery in there, too. X is wide open. Oh, boy.
Oh!
Intercept. Oh, no,
not quite.
No.
Man, it got pretty close to an interception, though. That was a good defense, just a little bit farther forward, and he probably would have had that as a interception. Boise State really just needs to figure out a way to run the clock, not letting these guys get through.
Triangle.
It over is going to be
incomplete. Incomplete. Yep.
Almost looked like it was complete.
So BSU just the blue team is just trying to make this a little bit more respectable. Out of the pocket, throwing across the body. Never want to do that. Just like Coach said, no throwing across the body.
Nope, you don't want to do that. Otherwise, it leaves you really wide open. And you almost have to go for it if you're Air Force here. Just getting to that, at least the 50, more accurately the 30, to get that field goal, not let Boise State have very much time left to burn. Passing it all the way over to Circle. It's good, actually.
Did he get it?
He got it.
What?
Yeah, that was good.
Wow, there's some life in BSU now. In Air Force. Here we go.
Managing to get it there, they just got to get it into the end zone.
You got to get it in now. Okay.
Throwing it away.
The Falcons need to get this into the end zone now if they have a shot at this. They can't run the ball. This is empty field, empty back. Well, no, not empty backfield. All right. Some motion here.
Trying to get it through. Looking for a place to pass
Take
it.
off. Take off.
Oh,
Timeout.
no.
Get down and call a timeout. Timeout. There we go. He had the yards, and then he got a little kooky.
Yeah, he was almost there, too. He just needed to really make that decision. But one last timeout for Air Force remains. They have one good play that they can stop the clock on.
BSU is right up on the line running a press. They are not going to let the quarterback beat them this time. Told you.
Oh, right before the first.
First down, Turbo. 13 seconds left. Is BS Air Force? Who called timeout?
That would be Air Force.
Air Force calling their last timeout. So Air Force basically can make this. I don't know what the over/under is in Vegas, but I think Air Force is just trying to cover right now.
Yeah, I mean the most that they can score right now is 15 with a 2-point, but with a throw like that, you're not going to get very much closer. But they still have a good shot, though. They got a good shot to keep it really close, within 2 points. They just need to find. Wait, I had to redo my math.
Turnover.
It's on 3 points.
Yeah, it's turnover on.
Oh, it was turnover.
Yeah, BSU just going to run out the clock unless this guy can just get Sherrod. Is just yeah, and that'll be the ball game. 18-17. Again, the real key to this ball game was the one long run by Sherrod, and it was to the outside. So like I said in the beginning of the game, whoever controls the perimeter controls the game, and that's what happened. That one run where they couldn't control the perimeter, and the second quarter where they couldn't control the perimeter is where BSU was able to sneak out and get the victory.
Yeah, as long as you can eke out those points here and there, make sure that you can get in between the cracks in the armor, and you can really win a lot of ball games like that. I mean, it's like you were saying a little bit earlier. I mean, defense is the thing that's going to win you the day, whether that be in the middle, in the pocket, on the sides. It doesn't really matter where it's at. You got to have that good defense.
Yep, it's really just comes down to just that. You have to be able to. Whoever controls the perimeter and the line of scrimmage is going to control the game. Period. Dot. And what happened with Air Force was that they were able to control the perimeter, but when they had glaring gaps, they just didn't have the personnel to catch up. They just didn't have the players and the personnel to match Boise State in the secondary once their running back got out to the secondary. And then that was that.
Yeah. Well, it does look like we are getting ready for game 2 here. I believe that this game is a best-of-3 between Air Force and Boise State, if I am not mistaken. So we are getting ready to go into that third game. Looks like players are taking the stage.
This is the second game.
Oh, yeah, second game. Yeah,
You'll know it's the third game because I'll be broadcasting from up there. I'm going to do my own play-by-play while I play.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, kind of like The Rock in WrestleMania 20.
Do you smell what The Rock is talking about?
Oh, my gosh. No, it's do you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Beating someone over the head with the microphone.
Hey, look, if we got chairs in here, that's a staple of wrestling right here.
That is true. I don't think we have the classic steel folding chairs anymore.
Have you ever taken a chair shot? It doesn't hurt that bad, honestly. If you know how to do it, it doesn't hurt that bad. Shout out to Idaho Wrestling Club. They taught me how to take a chair shot. It looks like it hurts, but if you get your hands up quick enough, it just really hurts the palm of your hands.
I mean,
it's not that bad.
That is true. They do have like that line on the outside, and if you shock absorb with that, it's better than taking the whole blunt force of it to the face.
Yeah, nothing's awesome getting hit in the face. I wouldn't recommend it if you're thinking about it over there in streaming land. I'm going to get a sip of water real quick, and I'll be right back.
All right. And I think we are still waiting on players. Well, it looks like we are almost ready to get into the game. Setting up our setting up the settings that we got here. For those of you guys who are new, we are doing it 4-minute quarter lengths without the broadcast team. Because, I mean, why would you want their broadcast team? You got our broadcast team. We're the best. Commentators are off. Yeah. I think. That's what I saw. Unless you guys turn. Why would you want their commentators? You got commentators right here.
Unless it's Lee Corso out of retirement, you need to hear me. That's pretty much it. Unless it's Lee Corso, we're good.
What about if we got Tom Brady on the stadium?
So as a Raiders fan, I am not a fan of Tom Brady when he played for the Patriots and cheated, but if he's cheating for the Raiders, I am down.
What about when he was cheating for the Buccaneers?
I don't think he cheated for the Buccaneers. I think Tom Brady has the best picker in football. He knows how to pick the worst division to jump into, period, dot. And if you win your division, it's an automatic berth to the playoffs. And all you got to do is win 3 games at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, name anyone from the AFC East that was even remotely decent in the 20 years he was there. And then in the 2 years he was in Tampa Bay, name anyone from the NFC South that was decent.
That is actually a fair point.
So if you
I can't argue with you on that one.
If you can win your division, you can make it to the playoffs real easy. Look at what the Chiefs have done in the last couple of years. All they've done is won their division, and anytime they get outside, they get curb stomped.
I mean, look at what's happened to them in the season so far, getting blown out by the Chargers.
I mean, may they lose every game.
Oh, yeah. I know a few Chiefs fans, and I'm still praying on their downfall.
I don't know any Chiefs fans because I immediately disassociate them from my life.
All right. Well, that's
pretty trophy.
What a nice trophy.
All right, so Boise State
looking to get in. Gotta love the graphics.
So do they actually, like, I'm wondering, do they just have generic cheerleaders for everything, or do they scan cheerleaders in too?
I think they do generic cheerleaders because, like, the players you can tell are different.
Yeah.
But the cheerleaders all kind of look like stock photo cheerleader. If you catch my drift.
And they never get dropped, which is good.
Yeah, that is also good.
Boy, 96 is a big beefy boy, ain't he?
Big ol'.
That's
look
a
at
big
67.
Yeah, that's a big old side. All right, no, you're embarrassing us, dude. Seriously, you're going to be a future officer. Get that thing out. That's one thing about the Air Force. All of these guys are going to be future officers. So if you're in the Air Force and you see these guys out here, especially at the game, if you're at BSU, or if you're at Boise State and you want to heckle the Air Force officers, you can now because they're not officers yet. When they are officers, then that's the problem.
Well, it's only a problem if you work under them.
Sure, there's that.
But a nice little opening drive is going to put him at the 23-yard line. Not bad. Could be a lot worse there. And overall, not a bad way to start the game.
So we do have 2 new players in on this one. And I think that we're going to see a different style of play. I feel like we're going to see a lot more run first from the Air Force in this one, a little bit more clock control. Air Force, again, they need to keep themselves out of 3rd and long positions. They just need to. They don't have the weapons to get 10, 12 yards every time. So they need to pick up, 5-6 yards on 1st and 2nd down and be a more manageable 3rd down. That is not the way to do it at 2nd and 9.
Yeah, just one yard. I mean, it's 1 yard more than being on the 10 or the 11, but you need more than that, especially if you're going to do it consistently. And college football is one of those games where you can't really tell what your opponent's going to do by watching the previous games, too.
Boise State is in man coverage right now, spying a blitz, and they backed out of it.
What are they doing? Throwing it over.
Out of it.
Too far forward.
They backed out of it. The quarterback had some room to run there. When they backed out of that blitz, look at the quarterback had about 30, 25 yards he could have taken off there. Just some situational awareness. We've got a new player here for Air Force, so he's used to Madden, not college football. And it seems like every quarterback in college football can run better than every quarterback in Madden.
That does make sense. I mean, being up at that highest level of play, you'd expect him to throw a little more than run. Plus, you can't injure your best quarterback on a 2-yard game.
No one open there.
What are they doing? Throwing it away.
BSU had everyone double covered. Excuse me, Boise State had everyone double covered. There was nowhere for him to go on that one.
Yeah, just not a whole lot you can do in that situation, but throw it away, looking to punt it up, Boise State is going to recover it on the 30-yard line.
Run back,
way through.
Trying to get shifty, but only about 5 yards on the game.
Yeah, 40-yard line, though. Not a bad spot to be if you're Boise State, especially for your opening drive.
I mean, you got 2 throws and you're in field goal right there. So, I mean, that's it.
Yeah, looking at Boise State. What are they going to do? How are they going to open this up? How are they going to set the precedent?
Again, Boise State has a clear advantage in the offensive line and in the running back position. He's not Ashton Genty, but he definitely is carving up his own future here at Boise State.
Yeah, running around the right side to the sideline. He's going to be completely home free, but they are going to end up taking him down right before the 20.
Yeah, the safety came over to cover that, just complete blown coverage. I'm not exactly sure what was going on there with Air Force's defense. It looked like I'm not sure. They just didn't look like they were on the right side of the ball here. Air Force coming in with nickel coverage right now. And nickel against the run is never really a good option. We've got 2nd and 7 here. Boise State in the red zone for the first time in this game.
Yeah, they're looking for their first touchdown of the game.
Boise State in a 1-by-3 set with 1 tight end, 3 wide receivers.
How are they going to go about this?
Madsen
Looking to throw it away.
Wide open. There you go. Yeah. So they went to a man coverage and cleared out the middle.
Yeah, they cleared out the middle, but left the sides completely open. Looking for a rush in. It's going to be good for 1st and goal. On the 6-yard line, 6 to go. And then Boise State will be up 7. How are they going? What are they going to do? Are they going to keep doing the old bread and butter, or I guess I should say the
Well, I mean, right now, Air Force is daring them to run with 3 on the line.
Yeah.
They're daring them to run with 3 on the line. I wouldn't be surprised if someone came off the corner in a blitz here.
Yep,
Yep,
right over
they picked it up.
the corner.
Yep, they picked up the corner blitz, and he was able to get a couple more yards out of it. 4 yards to go, 2nd and goal.
Yeah, the run didn't quite work as they might have wanted it to. However, it got them a few yards, and really that's what you're looking for at this point in the game.
I mean, Boise State's doing what they need to do, and that's getting 4 or 5 yards of play. If you get 4 or 5 yards of play, by the time you're at 3rd down, it's a very manageable.
Whoa! Wow! Thrown away into a touchdown.
Wow, he's saluting the officers, too. That's a little premature there, buddy.
Yeah, I bet you there's an officer somewhere in the crowd.
Yeah.
And probably the dad of a player or the mom of a player.
Yeah, that's
someone.
even worse.
We sent you here so you could play football. You start playing football.
Well, if you didn't know, Battlespace, Idaho actually has a former Air Force Academy football and wrestler as the CEO. He actually went to the Air Force Academy. We don't hold it against him too much.
Or how much is too much?
About this, giving him as much crud as I am right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
So the touchback rule is on the 25 for college, as we know now.
First touchback of the day.
There he goes. Yep, he's got room right there.
Completely blown.
Yep. So that's what BSU need, or excuse me, that's what Air Force needs to do, is get him out in space. And if he's in space and he can find someone open, light it. If not, take off. Again, 1st down, and that was a 20-yard play there.
Yeah, looking for a good run in. He's going to get passed over, but for a no-yard gain.
It seems like that right side of the line is just not happening for Air Force.
And that left side, though, it's
they are crowding the run. The middle's going to be wide open if they want it.
And looking to throw it away, manages to get it forward, taken down at the 2.
Yeah, how Boise State's playing defense is they're showing blitz and then they're backing into coverage. It makes it difficult for slants across the middle. But if BSU wants to pressure if Air Force wants to pressure the outsides, they're open there. Yeah. It's just going to be man on the outsides. Nice.
Looking to do just what you said, but unfortunately he's going to be taken out at the 2.
4th and 2. Oh boy.
Honestly, I think you run this one. You didn't gain anything.
You don't run it.
2.
They're not. No, yeah. I don't even know if you go for it at this point. You need points, but
you gotta go. But it would be funny. If it worked, it would be funny.
I'm just watching the Boise State player position his people, and yeah, there you go. See? Yeah. No.
Yeah, unfortunate.
That right side of the line is not happening. Then you start flipping those plays or pitching it to the other side. That right side of the line is just not happening. Air Force just doesn't have the personnel to get Boise State off the line.
Yeah, but
and
looks like
speak
Boise
of the
State
right
is
side of the line,
the same thing they did last time, passing it off.
Speak
the
of the
flag is called though.
Oh, we got a late hit.
What's it gonna be?
Oh, illegal man.
Oh.
No, he threw it in front of the. What the hell is that?
Huh?
Illegal forward pass. There we go. Maddox Madsen with an illegal forward pass.
Man, how could you do that? That's crazy.
Pretty easy because neither of us saw it.
Man, you know what? I think that was a little bit of hush money to the refs,
Well, we're going to end the first quarter here before BSU was able to get the snap off. Boise State was able to get the snap off, and 3rd and 17.
Yeah, better if they would be better off if they didn't.
All right, so
yeah, it looks like Boise State is averaging more yards.
That's the thing right there. Boise State's average yards per play is at 8 right now. And Air Force is at 5.4. We need to take Boise State out of their perimeter runs, and we need to make them beat us with the pass. the more that quarterback runs and has to pass, the better off Air Force is. We got to flush the pocket.
Yeah, just something to get him uncomfortable. Like you saw in that last play, the second they got to him, you can't really do anything with it except for really throw the ball away, look for somewhere else to pass it, looking to do a fake out here, throwing it over to the square. It's going to be caught.
Wow.
Bringing him to a first down. What a catch.
Wow, that was a dangerous throw, but the over safety got beat. The over safety on the right side got beat, and that was able to put that in. There's a run.
Oh, right down the middle, threading the needle. It's going to take him all the way to the 10. Actually, no, it's going to be the 11. Got thrown back a little bit.
Air Force needs to find a way to pinch and pull. So when I talk about pinch is you get those linebacker pitch in the middle, and then you have your
injury.
You have that's
no good.
That's not a good one. Pinch and pull. So you have the outside pinching on the side, and then pull where you have the linebackers drop back into coverage, and maybe one blitz out of the nickel or out of a 3-4 down with 3 down linemen and 4 in the back. I would run a more. I would take 1 down lineman off and run a 4 linebacker set with 3 down linemen.
It looks like Boise State is going to be packaging up that left side, but on the right, not going to be able to pull it forward. 3rd and 4.
The good thing here is Boise State can get a first down without scoring and take it all the way down to the 2-minute warning if they want.
That'll be a little hard to do, though, stopping right there in front of the goal line. I mean, once you get there, you might as well just go and score that touchdown. And there we go, right across the middle.
Yeah. Drop a linebacker back into coverage. Trying to give some coaching here.
Yeah, some backseat coaching. And the field goal is good, bringing Boise State up to a 14-0 lead. Falcons really need to find something here just to get a few points on the board, get that confidence back up, really find a way to get back into this game.
Well, Boise State did it very differently this time. They did a lot of passing on this, short passes, and they really just ran it up the gut for that long run. It was completely different than what they had done before, which was trying to control the perimeters. So we'll see what Air Force does. Air Force looking in a 1-back, 3 tight end set, 2 wide.
They are taking it back, looking to throw really fast, manages to get it in, and what a throw it was. All the way to the 45, almost halfway down the field.
Success with the play action. Let's see what happens again. Looks like an edge rusher coming off the side. Nope, drops back into coverage. X is open, but he'll hit it. Oh, nice catch, nice catch. And out of bounds, which stops the clock, which isn't really a factor at this point with 2 minutes left and each team having 3 timeouts.
Still nice not having to worry about the clock for as long, though. And you know, once you go and score, once Boise State's done with their possession, you have a little bit more time to work with. Trying to run it up that right side is going to be stopped. A lot of spin moves, spinning around like a top, and it's going to bring them 5 yards forward.
5 yards in a cloud of dust, as they like to say back in the day. All right, Air Force still running in that bunch formation.
Yeah, just trying to force their way through the middle, but it might just work again. And
3rd and 2. This is a big 3rd down. Look, if Air Force doesn't get it here, it's 100%. You got to go for it. Regardless, it's a little too far for a field goal, and they need the points. And with Air Force receiving the touchdown, and they're right back in it. A touchdown, and with the reception at the start of the second quarter or start of the 3rd quarter, they're right back in this.
Yeah, they honestly, really, any points on the board really puts them in it. I mean, we're only a quarter and a half in, so
go,
keep
take
going,
off.
Go 11, go,
There you go.
Keep going.
That's what I'm talking
about. Down at the 10.
First down, perfect
Spot to be.
So if Air Force, this is what you call a classic 2-for-1. If Air Force can score and hold Boise State, Air Force will get the ball back with the opportunity to tie the game to start the 3rd quarter.
And looking to throw it over, completely open. Touchdown, Air Force.
When the Air Force quarterback gets on the move, he's dangerous.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't get rushed beforehand. I mean, that can be said about all quarterbacks, though. Looking to get a field goal. Got that arrow really moving back and forth, but
see, you know they're generic cheerleaders because they don't allow beards in the Air Force.
That's true. truly unfortunate. But
all right, here we go. Oh, BSU would be dumb to take that out. They kicked it through the uprights. All right, what are we going to see from Boise State here? Do you think we're going to see them attack the perimeter or just run it up the gut?
Honestly, we've seen a little bit of both, but I think running it up that perimeter has been a lot more successful trying to take it over, but Air Force is ready for it. Man, 2nd and 14, not a great way to start your drive.
That came from the nickel package too, which means they had a blitzer coming in on that side.
He was ready. He'd been waiting for this. Looking to throw another one. They're just not covering quarterback very well.
Well, they ran a stunt that time, which causes a switch, and that's why he was able to get free. And the pocket really broke down around him. He didn't have a place to go on the left or the right. He just kind of either had to step up in the pocket.
Oh, looking to throw it away is going to be an incomplete pass.
So Air Force is in a great position right now. 4th and 14. I mean, if Boise State, I was going to say if Boise State better punt this. 4th and 14, they've got all their timeouts left, and they got a minute 20. They can really get a 2-for-1 here if they can somehow get the ball in the end zone in a minute 14. Is that fumble? No, okay.
That is not a fumble. No fumble. Luckily for Air Force, that will leave them in a really good spot to tie the ball game moving into the second half. And really, if you're Air Force, that's what you want.
Giving them some room on the outside is Boise State. Air Force audibling the play. Looks like zone coverage.
Yeah, look.
Quarterback keeper.
Oh, looking to throw it away. But
missed on the option. Intercepted. He intercepted the option pass. Took it right out of his hand.
It was like a thank you. Thank you for the ball. I appreciate it.
I don't know about doing the option there. They haven't run the option very much this whole time. And if you don't know how to run the option, it's just one of those things that you just got to stay away from.
Yeah, looking to throw it away. Boise State doing a little better job. And it is completely clear. They're looking to run that thing to the end zone, but looks like they're going to try and pad out for a bit of time.
Boise State tackling its own player.
What is this, Kelsey against the Chargers?
Right. There's the run right up the middle, and he's in. Yeah.
And that's a touchdown for Boise State, bringing this to a 21-14 ball game, or 2014 ball game.
So we had a rule
or 27.
27.
Or
well,
yeah, it will be 21-7.
There you go, 21-7.
It would be pretty hard to miss that one.
So that is an absolute nightmare scenario for the Air Force right now. They were driving. They looked like they were going to tie the game. And then an ill-timed pitch was basically taken right out of their hands. And then Boise State just marches down in, 3 plays and makes a score. That hurts a lot.
Took the ball right off the tee there during the backswing and just were not able to get much done.
Looks like another zone. Sitting in the zone is X.
Ooh. Throws it away. The clock is going to stop, which is good to see if you're the Air Force.
That was the best case scenario for that play, was that no one caught that. Because it looked like he was either going to get sacked or someone else wearing blue, dark blue, was going to catch that.
Primarily blue.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Another sack for Air Force. They're just really struggling to keep that defense, or to keep those defenders off the quarterback.
Bro, you need to stop dancing. Yeah.
He's too joyous. His team is losing.
3rd and 12. I don't know exactly where you go here. You can't get it all back in one play. You're not in 4-down territory. Honestly, just take the knee and get out of here.
Oh, no, he's going to throw it away. Hail Mary throw.
He's going to catch that.
No catch.
You cannot throw it across your body like that and expect to lead the receiver in any way, shape, or form.
I mean, probably for the best that Boise State didn't intercept that ball, but they are going to get it whether they want it or not. The punt goes through. Boise State's going to start on the 20, trying to run it up. Brings it to the 40. Not a bad start, but they got to get this done in 30 seconds.
Well, Boise State has all its timeouts. They've got, in terms of real time, they could probably make this go on for another half hour before the quarter ends. X is open.
Oh, completely open. Oh, but a fumble. Nothing comes out of it, though.
Was that a turnover?
No, it wasn't. So they fumbled it, but then it was returned by, recovered by Boise State. Couldn't find the word there. I don't know why I chose returned of all words. I guess it is another RE word, so works out kind of well. Another good throw deep is going to be incomplete.
So he was trying to get him to sit down in that zone, and when he went to sit in the zone, he just wound up getting covered, and they were able to just jump that play. Could have easily been an interception.
They jumping him. Looking for a good play here. One more good pass is going to pass it up, and
3rd and 7, timeout, Boise State.
Yep, no dancing Falcon this time. They might have gotten him on quarterback.
3rd and 7, Boise State. If Boise State scores here, it's a very, very large hill to climb for Air Force.
Yeah, but not an impossible one.
Shifting up out of trips. I'll bet you lunch they don't if he scores.
Well, looking to throw it away, throwing it off to that right side. It's going to be first and goal. And I think whether Air Force wants it or not, it is going to be them returning the ball. Or it'll be Boise State's ball at the end of the half, or at the beginning of the next half. Yep.
No, it's Air Force's ball. Flag, that'll be pass interference. Decline that. Offensive pass interference. All right, let's take it then. Push them back 10. All right, so they're going to do this first and goal from the 25 with 9 seconds left.
I think it's from the 15.
Or from the 15.
Yeah.
They've got enough time to run 2 plays, but they got to get it out of his hands quick and call a timeout. They don't have a lot. They cannot take a sack. There it is.
Or just run it on.
There we go. Yep, that's it. That's what they needed to do.
Yeah, as long as they can get that ball on to the touchdown, as long as they can get that ball to the end zone, that's really all they need.
Well, it was more about timing. They had to get it out of their hands quick, and if he was going to get down quick, because they had to get a timeout in. Because you saw with the play ending, they only had 5 seconds left. If that would have been a drop, they would have had they wouldn't have had a ton more time.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. All right, Air Force, time to run that thing up the side. We're going to take the knee. 5 seconds left.
If I'm Air Force, I'd just take the knee, go into the locker room, regroup, maybe think about some substitutions, try and figure out what you can do for over-under coverage, and you have to stop Boise State's run. You just have to.
You throw a Hail Mary here and bring it to 14.
Yeah, there's 0 chance that that's going to happen. I mean, that it's going to be completed.
I don't know.
0.0 chance.
No, it's going to be turned over to Boise State. I liked the effort. It was a good attempt.
I didn't.
But
why ruin your quarterback stats? They got to make money too.
Yeah, they gotta ruin the stats so that way they keep playing college football instead of going to NFL.
Yeah, look at that, 10 yards average from Malik Sherrod. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. They have to stop the run. Basically, what's going on is as they run the ball, Boise State is stacking the box and trying to cover the run in a man position, and then Boise State will audible out to throw. So they need to find some type of hybrid, maybe a cover 2, maybe an over-top safety, something like that will come down and help in the middle coverage.
Yeah, on to the kickoff. Boise State is just going to let that thing bounce. There's no point in taking it. But they got a chance to potentially expand their lead to 5 times what Air Force has. But I think Air Force is starting to catch on. Hopefully they're starting to catch on what's going on here.
It'd be 4 times.
Well, no, 7 times 5 is
but they
37.
have 7.
Yeah, so because 7 times 1 is 1, or 7. 7 times 2 is 14.
But 7 counts as a number, so 5 times 7 is 35. They have 7 already, so it would be 4 times because they have 4 times as much because BSU has 7 points, 4 times more because you have to count the 7 because the 7's a value. I didn't go to college, but...
This is why I'm not a math major. This is why I'm failing economics. I'm just kidding.
I got my degree in organizational management, so...
Yeah, that's why I took a business degree. I get to color all day. It's great.
All right, so BSU coming back into this, and there's the familiar run again. The problem isn't stopping the 1-2 yard runs. It's not giving up the big plays. And when you give up the big plays is when you have man coverage on the outside and you blow out the receivers and then you run the running back in that direction. Nice sack.
There we go. They were able to draw up some good plays in the locker room. Luckily, they got the Air Force and not the Marines. Otherwise, all the crayons would have been eaten.
That was a coverage. That was absolutely a coverage sack. There was no one open there, and they committed to the pass, and he just had nowhere to go. He couldn't step up or out of it.
Yeah, that's the spot where you want to be putting people in. You never want to find yourself there, though, looking to run it up. And there you are going to stop at 28.
Good spot by the Air Force. Good stop. That's what they needed. Now let's see what they can do with the ball in their hands and what kind of adjustments they're going to make here. If they run to the right side of the line, I'm probably taking over.
Oh, they aren't even going to get the chance to run over to that right side. Going to be sacked at the 19. Ooh, 2nd and 19, not a great spot to be.
Not what they needed to do. He was looking down the field and didn't notice the pass rush coming in.
Didn't see the 260-pound man barreling at him at 15 miles an hour. All right, they are going to be stopped, bringing it up to an even 20. 3rd and 20. They need to make something happen here. Run it over on the right side. Run it up the left. Run it up the middle. Don't care where you run it.
It's a 3rd down play. You're not going to run it here on 3rd down. No one's going to run the ball on 3rd down. Y is going to be open, though. Or, excuse me, triangle. Oh, intercepted.
Open for a little bit, but not quite enough.
But safety came across in coverage. Triangle was open for a sec, but the safety was just really fast to get there and break up that pass.
Yeah, not quite the best spot to be in if you're the Air Force quarterback. You're kind of put between a rock and a hard place there. But good for Boise State. They're kind of taking over the luck from last game. Instead of throwing it to the defense, their defense is finally catching on.
So BSU or Boise State kind of running, excuse me, Air Force, yeah, sorry. I knew that was going to be a big run from the beginning because Air Force had spread out their coverage and let the middle of the line wide open. There was no one in the middle of the line. I'm telling you, they need to put 4 down linemen, 3 linebacker, or a nickel, put 1 extra in on coverage.
Yeah, just kind of general cover. It looks like it's going to be out there, and another completed pass for Boise State.
Again, I wouldn't have thrown that because it's across the body. I mean, those throws aren't supposed to happen. If Aaron Rodgers made that throw, it would have been intercepted.
That's because it's Aaron Rodgers. But that's why we're playing a video game.
Go.
Oh, good run in, but a timeout.
We got an Air Force man injured. And we'll see what's up with that in a sec. That's bad, though, because that's on the Air Force line, and they need help on that line to begin with. They can't be afford to lose any more players. And right up the gut, boom, got him. Yep. See how the linebacker, or see how the nickelback came into the coverage there and pressed that hole? That's what the Air Force needs to keep doing, having a nickelback come in and fill those holes. As they run those, the offensive line is running gap coverage, so they're pushing people out to the outsides and they're trying to run it up the middle. The Air Force needs to have a linebacker in there spying that running back to make sure they can come up and fill that A gap.
Yeah, as long as you're filling those gaps, as long as you're completing that coverage, you should be able to really get some stuff done here. And up until now, Air Force has kind of struggled with that, but it looks like they're turning over a new leaf, turning the coin over to the heads. They are getting it done a lot better now. I mean, we're going to ignore that blunder with the pass interference. Oh, no, it's going to be thrown in for a touchdown for Boise State.
It took a second for Boise State to figure out what they needed to do. At this point, it's just so when I was playing Madden back in the day, if it was a 21-0 if anyone was up by 21 at the end of a quarter, we called it a game for mercy rule.
Not anymore, I guess.
I don't know why those guys are in Marine uniforms doing Air Force push-ups, but sure, NCAA.
Hey, I mean, how much?
Or is it CFB football now? I'm sorry.
I think it's CFB now.
My bad.
If I remember right. But don't quote me on it because I'm not 100% sure there.
All right, so what is Air Force going to do to try and make this respectable is the important thing. They can't try and get it back all in one play, but they're going
to. They're actually going to put it a decent way up to the 4.
6-yard gain.
A lot better than a 10-yard loss, that's for sure.
I mean, it's also a lot better than being electrocuted with the taser, but we're playing football. They're just crowding the line so much. It's got,
There's just not too much to call there. I mean, it's the same thing we've seen over and over again. You get a few yards, but just not quite enough.
When you get a line crowded like that, if I were the quarterback, I'd run some motion to see where the line intends to go, right?
Yeah, just throwing it away.
That was a ill-advised throw, but a good. I mean, the plays are getting open. It's just the timing is off from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Looks like we're gonna have an edge rusher here.
Throwing it over and gonna be stopped. Boise State's gonna take it at 25.
And they throw it for a 2-yard loss. Come on, guys. Let's wake up on that one. All right, what are we doing here? As I'm gonna be playing next and getting absolutely. There you go.
Oh, thrown off. Oh, interception. He's completely open. Look at him go. 20, 10, end zone. He's down.
Air Force.
What an interception. Why couldn't they have done that during their possession?
Because I feel like Boise State was just messing around there.
Maybe just a little bit.
All right, so we got 3 minutes left. You got to do an onside kick if you're even thinking about trying to make the end. They're not. Never mind.
Nope, they're gonna kick it all the way.
Or a squib kick, take some time off the clock, or kick it between the uprights. That'll work.
You're not shooting for a field goal there, Sport. You're just trying to kick it down the field. What are they gonna do? Interesting plays. Interesting choice.
Widen out your linebackers.
Interesting.
Air Force, widen out your linebackers.
Air Force, tighten them up.
Oh.
What are we
Boise
doing?
State going into the hurry up.
Yeah, just trying to put another point up there, get back to their 28-point
Nice
lead.
coverage.
Oh,
nice coverage.
Gotta be covered.
He could have. That was an off throw. He could have let him a little bit more and gotten the completion. Operating out of the shotgun because they have gotten good pressure when the quarterback's been throwing. They've gotten good pressure. Nice catch.
Good catch from Boise State. Got to get all the way up to their 44.
Wow, he jumped and turned before he caught it. Every football coach in the world is screaming right now. Never turn until you secure the football.
Right.
My knowledge of football comes from playing a lot of water polo, though.
That's
there
fair.
we go.
All right, another.
All right, 2-minute warning. We're at the 2-minute warning. Air Force leading by 21. And that's the score we're going with. I know it says Boise State leading by 21, but guess what? I'm the commentator, and I can say what I want. Air Force leading by 21.
Let's flip the scores around.
Yeah, whatever. You're reading that wrong.
What are they going to do?
Sending everyone deep with the short. Yeah.
Little.
So they ran everyone deep and had one trailer cut across the middle. Try and sneak across the middle there and get in there.
A little too slow, not quite enough time for the quarterback.
Watch the screen. They got a deep center. They got a deep center field back there.
A lot of options. Too many options. Can they make the right one? Passing it over to X. They do. That's on first down.
That's a Bronco. First down. Right? That's how they do it?
Something like that. I don't think I've ever heard it said like that, but I'm sure that some broadcast somewhere has done that. Oh, over to the left-hand side.
That was a good screen pass. He held it till the last second.
Wait, slipped right on through, and that's another touchdown for Boise State.
So as Chick Hearn said, this game is in the freezer. The eggs are getting cold, the butter's getting hard, the milk is spoiling.
Yeah,
the late great Chick
Hearn. Freezer burned.
Please tell me you've heard of Chick Hearn.
I am familiar, but
you need to
kind of so.
You have a homework assignment. You need to go listen to the top 10 Chick Hearn's broadcasts, and then you need to go John Madden.
All right. I know who John Madden is.
I'm talking about listening to the broadcast. Yeah. Just knowing is not. John Madden is. I mean, he made.
He's a legend. I mean,
yeah.
You'd be harder pressed to find someone who didn't know who John Madden was, even among people who don't know what football
He makes
is.
dumb people sound really smart at football.
Yeah.
So what do we got here? Air Force going to try and get another touchdown. They've got one offensive touchdown, one defensive touchdown. Oh, the middle is so wide open.
How are they going to get this done? Looking to throw it away.
Not
right there. Not a bad spot to be, but hey, if it works, it works. In the real world, that would not have worked, but good thing this is a video game.
Well, the thing is he did have a chance to set his feet on the outside. When you can get 3 or 4 yards away, you can actually stop the run in the game and set your feet and make it better. But if you don't have a chance to set your feet, that's when the air. Nice juke!
A little juked out.
And it stops the clock, so the Air Force gets a little bit more time on this.
Really stacking up that center there, looking to punch a hole.
This will be a play action. Yep.
Who's it going to get thrown to?
Nope,
you got a lot of people open.
That's a good spot. Just throw it out of bounds. That's fine. He had nothing. That was a perfect play. He just threw it where no one else can catch it. Don't get too cute and try and make something happen when you're running like that.
Yeah,
if it's not there, get 2 yards or get it out of your hands.
Yeah, plus he stopped the clock without having to waste a timeout as well, and that helps out a ton. Looking to run it up to the first down, not
Air
quite
Force
there.
Got 40 seconds left. Not taking their timeouts, not like they really need to. Again, this game is way out of reach. I feel like we had an offsides there, but they didn't call it. Dangerous throw, dangerous throw. That was he should have gone one. He was following that receiver the whole play. If he'd have just darted his eyes to the left a little bit more, there was another receiver more wide open.
And split-second decisions, sometimes it leads to just making the wrong one. You got to figure out how to make those good decisions here. 4th and 3, you got to go for it at this point. How are they going to approach this? How are they going to attack it? Looking to throw it. What is going on? Looks like number 5's a little confused which way to run.
Timeout, Air Force. Thank you. It's hard. They're all wearing some shade of blue, guys, all right?
Well, the white ones are Air Force and the blue ones are Boise State.
But there's blue on the numbers, and everyone's wearing a blue helmet.
That's true. I just look at the bodies. Looking to set up here, a little bit more spread out, trying to find a good spot. Gets it thrown out, but
intercepted.
Not quite there. Probably for the best, though.
The thing is that Air Force operates in such tight windows because they just don't have the personnel that BSU does, or that Boise does. And so when you have those tight windows, every throw has to be perfect. Every run has to be executed better when you just don't have the same personnel. The Air Force personnel are not playing for nil money. They're not playing for that. They're going to school for, to be Air Force.
Whoa, going deep.
Wow, he caught that.
Hey, he's still keeping it a ball game.
Not really, but it's a little bit more respectable. Look, we're not. If you can lose by less than 21, so you got to go for 2 here. You can't lose by more than 21, dude. All right, Air Force going for 2. 9 seconds left. Shifting on the line. Nice throw. Quick slant. That's what you needed to do. Quick slant on the outside. Why not do an onside kick? Just do it. Who cares? Do the onside. Do the onside.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Thank you. Do it. And Boise State recovers and wins the game. Kneel it down. Be a good sportsman, Boise State. Hey, where's your sportsmanship? Boise State. Look, I hope your quarterback gets injured.
I think you should throw it to Beckwith. I don't think he's had enough time.
I hope they actually decapitate him and run his head back for an end zone touchdown. Or kick his body through the field goal. This is unsportsmanlike conduct. I'm calling a 15-yard. No!
Almost there, too.
You switched to him, too. You switched and stopped. Oh, my gosh. Y'all are going to give me a freaking heart attack, guys. Don't switch and stop. All right, 3 seconds left. What are we going to do here? Air Force is probably going to be in prevent. Look at that duck. I can't believe that.
Quack. All right, what are they going to do? Are they going to go for another long run?
Oh, yeah, they're set up to do a long run. Tight end's going to cut across the middle for a short route, which doesn't even really matter. See, there's a tight end cutting across.
Oh, no!
Got him!
Not quite there, but that is going to be a Boise State win against Air Force once again. And I believe that puts us on our last game of the night, if I remember right.
I think we have one more game of the night.
I think that's going to be you.
That is. How do I take this up here? Can I bring the PlayStation over here?
I don't think so, because we don't have a jack to go over there.
All right, well, I'm going to do live commentary. Turn up my mic on the PlayStation.
I'm not the sound guy, so I don't really know.
All right, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to walk in, I'm going to stone cold stunner someone, and then we're going to get to football.
Hey, I mean, what you could do is you could take the controller from up there. They are wireless. Just have it play on here. Hey, it's going to be a bit scuffed, but I bet it'll work. Okay, while we figure this one out, I think so. If he's doing a live play-by-play, and I'm still sitting up here, who's going to be joining me? Who will step up? Who will fill his shoes? Unless he's doing what I suggested. And oh, nice. You might not get any sound, but perfect. Yes. We're going to get the player's perspective from up here. Man, a wide variety of games going on that are not college football. I think I see Valorant on one of the screens.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do something that's unprecedented here. I'm going to live call my own game here and play on this computer screen. So, production, if you can give me one of the screens up here so I can see what's going on.
Well, I mean, it's going to flip to the game. We just got to make sure that it is there.
There we go.
Yeah,
production coming in.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's a loser's mentality.
So I'm Air Force.
Oh no, you're not. Yeah, you're not Utah State.
Where's it? I guess. Let's go like this. Probably alphabetical, I'm guessing.
I would imagine, yeah.
Yep, there we go.
Perfect.
All right.
I think.
Ready?
Yeah, I think we are ready to go in.
I'm trying to ready up.
Is it?
All right, let's
There
go.
we go.
All right.
Oh, you gotta switch to Heisman for skill level.
Why?
So that way all of the.
All right, we're gonna try this live streaming here. All righty, so Sarge here for Air Force Battlespace. I'm going to be live broadcasting and playing at the same time, unless the input lag goes to hell in a handbasket, and then I'll just hop back up there, and you'll have Bryce here on his own.
Yeah, I gotta solo. I'll have to solo cast if that happens. So let's hope the input delay isn't too bad. Boise State looking for is going to be kicking off this game. And Air Force taking the ball, running it up. Not actually going to run it at all. Going to take the knee, taking it to the 25. Not the worst decision. Could have gone a little bit farther. Could have been a little shorter, but that's just a good way to start this off.
Honestly, I was just checking the lag right there to see how much. I was never going to take that out. I'll take the free yards all day. All right, let's see. What am I going to do here? Let's do...
Choices, decisions. Which one to make? Play clock is looking rather short there. You got 6 seconds to get the ball out.
All right, so I'm going to hike it right here, and it's going to X. Told you.
Yeah, nice throw over to X, and that is going to be a first down.
All right, hold on. Let's go this one. All right, so right now I'm looking. That's definitely a zone defense. They're going to spread out the line on me. They're thinking I'm running. I am not. I'm going to square, and I overthrew him. Yep, so...
It's just a risky run, throwing it over to that right, to either side, really.
Well, the difficulty is right now is that I need to find out where my playmaker is on offense. Okay, there we go. All right, cool.
He's got the playmaker all figured out. He's got this in the bag now. He knows who to throw it to. Boise State lining up.
I'm not throwing.
Yeah, close enough.
I'm not going to tell you before the play starts, but I'll definitely
tell you during the play.
Yeah. All right, this is what I need right here. All right, so they've got 2 high safety. The middle is wide open unless Tajudi, what's that guy?
I think it's Tuoti.
Tuoti, unless Tuoti covers the middle, which he's going to do. There he goes, covering X, but he didn't get him all the way. First down.
Oh,
what the heck? Oh, you have got to be giving me... You have got to be pulling on my leg.
Someone buttered up the gloves in the locker room.
Oh, yeah, there is input lag badly on that one. Well, at least it's not out of it. Oh,
wait.
No, I touched it. I can't touch it first.
Well, it's still yours.
What?
Yeah, it's yours. Yeah.
Oh, all right, well, cool. I mean, dope.
Hey, you gained more yards from that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a better pass. That's better than I've done all day.
All right,
Boom.
passing over. Not quite there, but pretty close. Just a little bit behind the curve. Boise State looking for the play. How are they going to cover it? How is this going to be responded to? We won't know until the play starts, as not to give up the strategy. You can't do that. That would be quite the blunder.
So we've got tight coverage here. Oh, they're widening out the coverage, which means they think I'm going to sneak out of here, but really I'm just going to go like that.
Ooh, nice little juke out is going to be result in a first down. What a catch.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to do right here is just mix it up as much as humanly possible, because I'm noticing that people have their favorite plays that they go to. And I'm going to try a little strategy called never choose the same play twice.
Pick random, or you could do my strategy of pick the first thing that shows up in the coach suggestions.
Yeah, there's that. That's one way of doing it, I guess.
Oh, that might also be why I lose to my brother who is in middle school.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it.
But it's also because it's just because he runs the meta pick. He runs the really good team.
Shoot.
Ooh,
I
3 and 20.
thought that was an RPO. Sorry, guys, that was my bad. I screwed that one up big time.
He fell for the classic blunder.
No, I did the blunder. That was me blundering. That was 100% my screw up there. I was trying to run with the quarterback, and well, it went to the running back.
All right, looking to throw it away is going.
Oh, come on.
4th and 20.
I need to
on
get
the 32.
points.
He needs
Hold
the
on.
points.
I got to go over here to kick.
Yep, he's got to go to the stage to kick. I do not blame him. Input lag is a monster, especially on such a fast-moving target where you want things done in a snap. And unfortunately, it doesn't really seem like it matters too much. Well, that is going to be Boise State's ball on the 32. Overall, it could have gone a lot worse. I mean, they got really close, and I mean, Boise State makes another blunder like they did last time.
Zero chance at that.
Did you just accidentally push the button when you were?
No, I even tried. That's the worst part.
Yeah, I mean, that thing gets moving so fast, it's really hard to really get things done there. Now is it going to be Boise State's turn to see what they can do?
What I'm noticing is that Boise State has a good right side of the line and a bad left side of the line in this game. So I'm hoping that he decides.
What will he decide? What will both decide?
I'm hoping that he decides to keep it up the middle. Because that... Oh, shit. No. I mean, sorry, I swore.
Well, it looks like Boise State is going to be running it up. 3rd and 4.
Yeah, he got me on that one.
You got a lot that you can do from this position. There's a lot that you shouldn't do, but there's also a lot that you can do as well on both sides. And really, it all comes down to who stacks what part of the field correctly and what goes down.
Well, this is a big play because he can do either a run or a pass here, so I have to keep it inside. Blew that up! That's called a zone blitz, son.
Yes.
So what you do on that play is you run one, basically you take a down lineman and you run him back in short coverage and then you blitz from that spot.
You hit him like a freight train.
It's kind of an old switcheroo on him. You just one guy doesn't go and one guy does, and then they just fill the gap quickly. That's going to be out of bounds.
Yep, kicking it off.
Thanks, jerk.
30. Oh,
Next time, give me a chance, huh? All right, let me see. Okay.
Overall, fairly even ball game so far. We are still sitting at 0-0 as the first quarter comes to an end. 41 seconds left to really get some stuff done. Really get that chore list done. If you're either one of these teams, doubling back to throw away has to. Oh! It's still going to be caught. First down. Hey. That was a little danger close.
That was not what I wanted to do. I'll tell you that right now. That was stupid.
Yeah, but it worked. So is it really stupid?
Yes, it was still stupid. Just because you don't get hit by a car doesn't mean it was stupid to cross the street on red.
That's true. But at least now you have a good story to tell.
What do we got here? 2nd and 9, okay.
2nd and 9, not a bad spot to be. It's a 1-yard gain, just not quite enough to do consistently. Air Force really has a lot.
Why am I keep doing that? I don't want to do that.
Same throw, same result, or different results, so worse results actually. But you just need to get that ball moving upwards and get something happening. I mean, as long as you keep your possession throughout the quarter.
Oh,
interception!
Dang it! He jumped that route. Oh man, I don't think. Oh, that's a stupid throw.
What a catch though in front. That was impressive.
Let's see what we can do here.
Now the real question is, can Boise State run it past the halfway mark? Unable to get it done last time. Can they do it this time? Running it forward. 2nd and 10, no yards gained.
And we'll get to the end of the quarter here. 0-0 tie. A little bit better than we thought we were going to be this time around, seeing as I have. Well, I mean, I played Madden once. All right, let's see what we can do here. We're down.
Down.
Oh, man.
What is going to happen here? We're getting a close in on the CGI fans.
All right, so here we go.
All right. Lining up, Boise State going really wide. Where are they going to take this one? We don't know. So many different spots they can go from.
He's going to run it. Oh,
I wouldn't be so sure.
Got him. Did he drop it?
No drop.
No
That's
drop.
going to be a 3rd and 3.
All right, I need something over the middle here. I need a man zone. Let's blitz his apple.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, but it may not be the best to announce your thought process over the live mic.
If you think I'm announcing my thought process live mic, you got another thing coming.
Maybe I should just shut up and leave, because wow, that worked out pretty well.
All right, now let's get a freaking point here. Let's do something here. Let's do. Yep.
What you got cooking up there?
Well, so right now I'm probably going to have to change out of this play because he's botching what I'm looking at right now. Can you hike the ball, please? Thank you, sir.
Throwing it out. It's going to not quite go down. And
first down.
First down past the 47. Not a bad spot to be indeed. What are we looking at here? Running the clock a little bit. We are beginning the second quarter in a lot more interesting a fashion than the rest of the game. We might just start off touchdown. Air Force putting themselves on the board first for the first time in this matchup that we have. Not bad at all. Now just kick it in. Just tap it in.
There's too much lag, dude. I can't kick it from here. I just got to throw.
Just tap it in.
Yeah, you got to.
It's like a 2-foot putt. You just got to tap it in. But no, we are going for the throw, and that's gonna be a fumble.
What? No, hit his ass.
Oh, and he's gonna go down. So
that's fine.
Yeah. Wait, Air Force still has the ball. Oh, no, it is kickoff.
It's kickoff, yeah.
That's...
This is impossible to do. Yeah. It's impossible to kick from here, dude. I'm going to give you at the 40 every time. At least they only go to the 35 no matter where I kick it out. That's good.
That would kind of suck if you kicked it out at your 35 and they started from that. Smack my microphone out of my head.
Let's go with that die.
All right, how is this going to go? Boise State has had a few failed attempts at getting up the field here, not really finding the way to crack the defense. Can they find a way through? Going to pass it off for the rush. It's going to be a first down.
Oh, he beat my blitz. He beat my blitz. I had a blitz coming right from that side, but I gave him too much. I didn't have enough guys on the line, so that's my bad.
Playbook
I let him have that.
a little bit too much. Now, what are they going to do from here? They got to switch it up. Can't keep running the same thing, especially because it may not work.
Yeah, he got him down low.
Ooh, right down the middle. It's going to be 2nd and 3.
That's fine. I'll take 2nd and 3. Let's go back in here.
All right. Everyone is on the line looking for something to do. Boise State once again fanned out really far, but it almost looks like there's an open spot in the middle. We're susceptible to a little bit of rushing, but that's also what we thought for the whole game. Looking to pass it over, and that's going to be first down.
Dang it. He cleared me out and then hit that screen. That was a good play. He cleared me out. So what he did is he audibled everyone out of the way there and cleared out that side and isolated, and he only needed 3 yards. It was a good play.
Yeah,
it was a good play call.
As long as he's consistently able to get those first downs, this might be a point in the bag and potentially a few points
or a
up,
sack.
But a sack is going to bring it to 2nd and 22. Yikes! Not a great position to be in if you are the Boise State Broncos, but Air Force Falcons are still playing a great defense here. They just need to keep it up, not let Boise State through. 2nd and 22, it's far from impossible, but also far from likely.
No, he'll probably get this now that you said that. Thanks, though.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at jinxing things. If I'm good at one thing. Oh, passing it over. What a catch.
Oh, no catch.
Oh, no catch.
3rd and well, I was leading with my entire helmet at that guy, so if he didn't get it, I was going to tear his face off. There we go.
Right, 3rd and 22. What's going to happen here? You got to keep throwing it. The question is to where.
Well, the problem is he's going to go for it on 4th down, too, so it doesn't matter what he gets here. He's still going to go for it on 4th. There we go. Nice rip. One-on-one on the outside.
Oh!
Broken up by the user. That was me.
Almost there, but just not quite.
Is he going to punt it?
He is going to punt it.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. At least you can kick. Ooh, that's a good punt. Coffin corner punt, going to get it about the 5. No, the 9. That's a very, very...
That's a little farther back than what you'd want to be.
Well, no, that's a very generous spot.
All right. Snapping it back, trying to find
Get it out of your hand, buddy.
But linemen can't keep him up for that long. Kept him up a lot longer than I thought they would, though. And if that was Cincinnati, oof, folded like a wet paper towel. Luckily, this isn't Cincinnati. This is Air Force. They are putting up a good defensive line for their quarterback.
Oh, that should have been picked
almost
off.
A pick.
Should have been picked off. All right, so what am I going to do here?
All right. How is this going to work? What's going on here?
Just can't take a sack here.
Nope.
Just can't take a sack.
Yeah, no sack or interception or really anything.
First down.
But that'll be a first down.
That'll be a first down, baby. All right. Let's do this.
All right. Moving back onto the line. Air Force really piling on that left side, looking to get something done with a good switch up, trying to rush it in, but
Jet
that's going to be
sweep,
a loss
nothing
of
going.
yard.
Jet sweep, nothing going. Let's do some pistol action here. Okay.
It's like they say in video games all the time, switching to your pistol is always faster than reloading.
All right, here we go. All right, so they got a high safety. Yeah, whatever. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, looking to throw it. Got a lot of people.
Oh, get it out of your hand, you ding-ding.
And then be a timeout called by the Broncos. Looking to give themselves a little bit more time before the swap, especially if this doesn't go through, but you never know. Magic might happen.
Will you snap the ball, sir? Thank you.
The ball gets snapped, looking to throw it away. X is wide open. Boise State gets in the way, though.
All right, well, I'm going to try and punt this.
Nope. Yeah, you got to take it all the way. You got to take it to the actual console, because we figured out the hard way that it is dang near impossible to do from up here with latency. So how is this going to go? Ed, would you look at that? Oh, no. That is not what you wanted to see. Not as quite as far as you'd like it. Boise State going to be running it up to the 40, starting at the 39. Not a bad spot.
Okay.
All right, we've learned that you got to hold the X button in order to give it a bit more power.
All right, back on here. Sorry about that.
Hey, I mean, it makes sense. You got to get a little bit closer for something that precise. Boise State going to try and shove it in. They're going to call a timeout. Manages to get a yard. Not as much as they would have liked to see, but they're going to have to get this ball down the field fairly quick if they want to score in this half. Yep, and looks like they are going to look for the pass. Lining up very wide out there. Snaps it back. Everybody's covered really well. Throws it over to X, and that's going to be it's going to be not a first down, 3rd and inches. As long as they play this right, they can get this one in. Play clock's counting down. Luckily, that last timeout is going to keep that play the clock from going down.
So if they don't get a first down here, that's a good time for BSU to
throwing it down.
Yes,
it's going to be out of their hands. 4th and inches. Got to make something happen here.
Now the real question is: is Boise State going to go for the inches, or are they going to go for the touchdown?
They're going to go for the inches, which is probably the smart play. Keep that clock from running down a little bit more. Keep yourself in the game for as long as possible, or before the half anyway. Looking for something to go. Looks like a flag is going to be called and thrown it away.
That was probably offsides on me.
Keep that clock from counting down. What will the flag be?
Yep, that was me.
Yep. Offsides.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, confusing the bird. It's like, why'd you do that, man? We're so close. 20 yards to go for Boise State. Decent little pass. Puts them in the end zone. How are they going to do it? They got 11 seconds to go. Looking for a good spot to throw. Over to the circle. Oh, he's covered, but that's going to be a touchdown.
Come on!
What a way to tie it up.
He did not have 2 feet. I want a flag. Where's my red flag? Look, red flag. Or blue notebook. But either way, I'd like to take a look at that again, please.
I know that there's a way to challenge in Madden, but I don't know if there's a way to challenge in this game.
That is bull hockey. He had 2 feet out of bounds, no possession, and I think that he was clubbing a baby seal at the same time.
Looking to make some good old-fashioned lamp oil. But looks like Boise State will be entering the second half of this game. 1 point ahead, still very, very close indeed. A lot of stuff is going. This second half is going to be very good if the game so far has been any indicator. That pass is not going to go through, and it looks like we are done. First half is in the books. Second half will be.
Yep, and looks like Boise State is going to receive. Wow, I am doing very bad at rushing at a lot.
Just a little bit.
You know what, though? My average yards per play are 4.6, and I still have minus 18 rushing. So that's not bad, actually.
That is true.
If I can, well, there was that one play where I thought that it was what it wasn't. Can we cycle through this?
Nah. You got to watch all of the highlights. Unfortunately, there is no skip button.
Ah!
Oh, flag.
Yeah, well, because I kicked it right at the ref.
Oh. You kicked it at my face.
Yeah, I was like, basically, dude, can I knock your hat off? Let's see what we can do here. And the ref disappears. What a great...
Looks like Boise State with the first possession, sitting pretty on the 41-yard line.
41?
Yeah, they're on the 41.
I thought it was on that said 35.
Well, yeah, but then you got the false start there, and that put it down to...
How did I false start?
Or that's what he said.
How do you false start on a kick? That's
impossible. I don't know. That's what the ref was telling me. Fight the zebras, man.
I've never seen a false start on a kick.
I could be completely wrong, too, but I do know that there was a flag called, and I don't know. It's something. I guess somebody took off running before the ball was kicked. Boise State looking for another first down here, looking to get themselves ahead by a little bit more, get them that insurance.
If I have to kick a field goal to win this game, it's over. Get him down!
Ooh, he's down, but he's down at the first, and that's going to give him another 1st and 10. Sitting pretty at the 49-yard line. Looking to make a play, passing it back. A lot of people open, throwing it deep, and it's caught. Boise State keeping the lead. Just extending it to...
I didn't cover the running back out of the backfield, and he ran a streak on me. Getting the ball into the hands of their best player, that's pretty much all you can do.
Looks like splitting the field goal.
I mean, it would be nice if you didn't get the ball at the 40 every time if I could kick it, but, you know, he only has 20 yards to go every time.
A little possession going to be ran forward, trying to get it up there. Going to be stopped at 16. Still a lot of ball game left to play. 6-14 is a lot better than the last game that we watched. It's not an insurmountable hill, if you will. A little bit of a switch up in the play. Stack in the center. Play clock is counting down, going to be passed out, going for a run, trying to break through. Boise State trying to keep him back. That's still going to be a gain of 1 for Air Force. Not bad at all, but they do need a few more yards in order to get some stuff done. Once again, on the line, looking to make something happen, needing to get this ball down the field. Play clock is running.
Are you going to hike it, buddy? Thanks.
Gets it hiked. Looks like there's a little bit of a miscommunication between the center, and that's going to result in the sack. 3rd and 13.
It's not a sack if it's a handoff. It's a tackle for loss.
Yes.
You're fine.
You knew what I meant.
Yeah.
Right in the end zone. Has to throw it away. 4th and 13. Pretty much forcing a punt here.
Sure. Just kick it right out of bounds. Give it to him at the 10.
Oh, no, he's going to give it to him at the...
No, I didn't want...
at the 42. Not a bad... Not the worst spot.
Whoa. No. Timeout. No.
Well, you can challenge plays. In the...
I would have challenged that one had I known.
Well, I didn't know either. I just saw that on the settings. I was like, huh, did you look at that? That would have been handy 5 minutes ago. Once again, back up on the line. Boise State starting at a really good spot here on the 42. Passing it over to the left, running around, gets it screened. But still going to result in 2nd and 4 for Boise State. Not bad at all, not bad. Everyone's on the line. Madsen with the ball, looking to pass it over to the right, down the middle, rushing it through, trying to get forward a little bit farther. It's still going to be a 1st and 10 on 28. looking to burn as much of the clock as possible up until that fourth quarter. Plays are being chosen. How are both teams going to counteract each other's strategies? Looks like Boise State once again looking for one of those pass off. Or nope, they're just going to run it right through 2nd and 4 to get just that little bit closer. 4 yards at a time. That's all they need. Once again, back on the line.
Here comes a run or a screen. Sorry,
Yep,
right out
stacking
there.
over to
Told
the
you.
left. Ooh, injury
That's me.
timeout. Unfortunate.
Yeah, get up. We don't care. Next man up. Let's go. Your video game.
What is this, soccer?
Yeah, quit crying.
Or as the
Got him!
Or as the Europeans run.
What?
That was a first?
Yeah, we're at check. Can I challenge that? There's no way.
Oh,
that
you
that was
can
a first
challenge
down.
that.
Not a chance. Throw that flag. You shouldn't have told me that. No way that was a first. Not a chance in hell. He would have had to literally turn into Vision from Marvel to stretch that ball. Not a no way, right? Am I right?
I couldn't see it because I kind of showed a terrible angle.
They gave
for
a
it.
first down.
They gave it first
are
down.
Jerks.
I think if it was Mr. Fantastic, it would have been a little bit easier to get it done. But
They're jerks.
that's true.
That is garbage. That was not a first down.
Boise State paid off the refs at Air Force's
0.0
stadium.
chance that was a first down.
Going to be running it straight up the middle. Actually going to be pushed back to 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that's what you get for not giving me a first down, you jerk.
Run straight into the
Or
referee.
giving him a first down. Yeah, can I tackle the referee?
I mean, you can. I think
I
that's
like
gonna
wrestling
result
games
in
better
a-
where you can smash the heck out of the ref.
Oh, looks like
Another
Boise State's
screen.
going to be
Nice
moving it up the
spin.
left side, spinning it around 3rd and inches. Not going to give it to him that time. Line it up once more. 53 seconds left on the clock. Looking to get something done. Makes the fake out. Trying to find someone to throw to. Everyone's really well covered. Just going to end up running it. And that's a touchdown for the Broncos. Extending their lead. All right. Boise State going for the extra point in 21.
I'm going to do nothing but buy this game and just kick. That's all I'm going to do is just kick over and over and over. That's why I'm losing this game, because I don't know how to kick, and he gets the ball at the 40 every time.
I'm going to take the knee there.
Technically,
Take the
his
25.
toe was out of the line. You're going to call that, you jerks?
Who are we playing? The Kansas City Chiefs?
Right? Look, ain't no Tay-Tay coming out here to show off a ring. Let's just concentrate on football, yeah?
Yeah, look, I don't know a whole lot about football, but I know enough to make jokes about a few different teams. Oh, unfortunate, not quite able to get there before the defense manages to get through. Luckily avoids the sack. Could have been bad, but 2nd and 10 is definitely nothing to scoff at. Air Force looking to make a big play here. A lot of stuff that can happen, setting up for what looks to be a pass play, thrown it.
Why won't he let go of the ball?
Sack. Unfortunate.
I don't understand why he wouldn't let go of the ball.
You know, he's got sticky fingers, eating, or I would say eating Cheerios. He's probably eating like Honey Nut Cheerios or something.
Nobody eats Honey Nut Cheerios.
I eat Honey Nut Cheerios very regularly.
You're the one.
I am the one. I am the one that is keeping that on the shelves right now. General Mills, you have me to thank for that.
I'm just not going to kick it back to you because you'll get it right here anyway, so.
No, you have to get it to the 40. That's where he's been.
Oh!
Oh, another.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over. We can run this back right now because I can't. Yeah.
Ooh, unfortunate. Looks like Boise State is going to be starting it on the 20-yard line, looking to throw it away. A lot of people open. X is open to the first down. Going to be taking it 5-yard line, 1st and goal. Boise State right back on the line, looking to rush things out before the quarter's end. Manages to get it snapped off beforehand, looking to throw it somewhere just to get another one. And he's just going to run it right over to the right. Another touchdown for the Broncos.
All right, I'm going to hand this off to someone else. Here, guys.
All right. Looks like we have a little bit of a controller switch. Looks like the player from the first game is going to be right back up and at him.
Yeah, I can't play if you can't kick.
That is true.
There's just no way, and I can't go up there and do this, and so.
You did kind of hand him the Sisyphean boulder, though.
I had the first half pretty good. It's just when you start kicking, when the other team only has 30 yards to go every time, I mean, there's just nothing to do. Like they only have 30 yards to go for a touchdown every play. So look, we know now that the lag is bad here.
I don't know if it's a lag. I think it's just the input latency. I mean, you're facing the opposite direction.
That's what I mean. There's a lag from the controller to the PlayStation.
That's the kind of lag that you meant.
Yeah.
It's like you're playing on the same. You're playing you're playing split screen, so there isn't very much lag in the traditional sense.
Yeah. So I want to see how crisp the passing is, because there were a couple of sacks I took that I was hammering down on square and triangle, and it didn't go. So I'm wondering if that had something to do with it, because I took 2 sacks where the X button's broken now probably, because I was hitting it so hard.
Mashing the X button, hoping it'll go, trying to get through, but a sack is going to come down. 2nd and 18 to start the 4th quarter.
Switch to max protect.
It makes it. Yeah, you gotta like backseat coach for this one, since this is your game, but he's playing it.
There you go. Now you can get to the outside.
Yeah, take
now, oh, there you go.
Nice.
Oh, come on now.
Unfortunately incomplete. Not what you want to see at 3rd and 18. Still not hard, not impossible. I'm not going to say it's not hard. It is going to be hard.
Run a tight end cross the middle. There you go.
He's throwing it away.
Should have gone to O.
Oh. Almost interception. Could have been bad.
Hey, your tight end is your best player. I'm just letting you know that.
All right, we're about to see a punt that's going to go to the other side of the field.
I got to get some water real quick. My throat's getting sore. How do you do this for so long without? Oh, you have water right there.
I have a water bottle on desk.
There you go. I'll be back in 1 sec.
Yeah, Boise State going to run it past the 50-yard line up to the 45, already threatening Air Force on their side of the field. Looking to make something happen here. I mean, they're already up 28-6. It's pretty safe to say that this is going to be a very hard hill for Air Force to climb, but I do think that it is possible as long as they're able to get something done. Air Force looking to make a play here just to get the ball away from Boise State. As long as Boise State has that ball and they run the clock, it is... Oh. Yeah. Open. From the looks of things, I think we are... All right, we are going to wrap it up here. What a few good games. We had that first game that was really close. Ended up being 16-14, I believe. Second one was a little bit iffy there, but I mean, overall, I had a great time watching some good old-fashioned college football. Or I guess it's not old-fashioned because it's the new game, but I did enjoy my time here. I really appreciate you guys coming out and having some fun with us.
Next time we do this, we'll make sure we get a little bit better, and I'd like to see you guys come out to Battlespace, because we have a 200-inch laser projection screen out here that puts all your guys' stuff to shame. I mean, you guys got to come out and see the screens. We have consoles up there, and we also have the computers that can go up on there too. Really got to see it to believe it out here at Battlespace. We're right by the airport. Come on by. Tell them Sarge sent you. I'll let you in 2 for 1, as long as you don't play me in a game where I can't kick. All right, Sarge out.
Yeah, once again, thank you guys at Battlespace for coming out. We really do appreciate you guys coming out and having a little bit of fun with us. It was a great time to come out and cast. Once again, I've been your host, Bryce Jensen, and I hope to see you guys later as our PEC and Mountain West games are coming up in the next few weeks. So take care out there and tune in next time. Now, this is for all of the marbles right now. If Air Force manages to stop Boise State, they actually still have quite a good chance. They just need a touchdown. But if the touchdown goes through, falling over, it is going to be a touchdown.
This is what you